We've heard a lot about the struggle that Theresa May is going to face getting this deal through Parliament. Any signs that that struggle might be made a little bit easier for her?
No, quite frankly, Belle, it's not going to be made any easier for her. 24 hours is now a very long time in British politics. Theresa May returned to Downing Street yesterday morning, having got that deal through the EU. There was no time to celebrate. We're told yesterday morning's cabinet meeting was all about the no-deal Brexit planning, so it shows the lack of confidence in getting this through the House of Commons. Theresa May then went to the House and she saw the strength of feeling for herself. There was barely any support for her deal. On her own backbenches, MP after MP got up, including former loyalists like Lieutenant Michael Fallon, the Defence Secretary who served under Theresa May. He got up and criticised the deal. There was no support across the opposition benches. Last night, Downing Street actually put on an event for Labour MPs to try to get them on board. We're told only about 25, 26 of them turned up. So there is really no maths now for Theresa May to get this through the Commons. So she pivots to Operation Hard Sell. She had around 100 business leaders here in Downing Street last night. She was trying to convince them of her deal so that they would put pressure on MPs. And then she embarks on this tour today, going to Wales and Northern Ireland to try to convince people there of her deal. But then last night, President Trump, he decided to step in. Here's what happened.
Sounds like a great deal for the EU, and I think we have to do this. I think we have to take a look at seriously whether or not the UK is allowed to trade, because, you know, right now, if you look at the deal, they may not be able to trade with us.
Now, after getting through that day, that is the last thing Theresa May needed. There is a news grid in there. It is a complex arrangement, a schedule for the next couple of weeks, trying to plot through everything Theresa May will need to do. She's going to do lots of media appearances. She apparently has now agreed in principle to a TV debate the Sunday before the vote on the 11th. But the last thing that she needed was Donald Trump stepping in like that to criticise her deal. He did make some valid points, not in very helpful terms, about the limitations the UK might face now with the arrangement it struck with the EU. But she's going to go to the G20 later this week in Buenos Aires. She's going to be trying to strike up talks with deals with other nations. But she's also going to have to confront Donald Trump and try to say to him privately, I need you to back me. I don't think we'll be seeing anything like a Love Actually moment where she stands up to President Trump. But this is the last thing she really needed, because she needs now to try to sell this deal before the 11th of December. Because at the moment, she simply doesn't have the vote to get it through the House of Commons. And then, well, all bets are off. She could be fighting to stay in that place there with her own party, and she'll be fighting to get her deal through the Commons, possibly for a second time, because the EU has made clear to her there is no better deal than the one that you've got.